Aliyah Hashishith, the sixth Aliyah, sixth reading of the Torah portion for Parashat TISA, Exodus chapter 34, verse 10 through 12. This is a long verse. Aruch. Vayomer hinne anochi. Vayomer hinne anochi. Vayomer hinne anochi. Kereth berith negev kol ammecha. Kereth berith negev kol ammecha. Make it three distinct syllables. The people who are not reading the text, who are only hearing you, they should hear three distinct syllables. Not asa. Do not conflate these two letters into one syllable, joining these two vowels as if they're one vowel. They're supposed to be two clearly distinguished vowels. The first vowel is a long the second vowel is a short If you fuse them and just make them one long vowel, that's a completely different vowel. It's a completely different form, not what's here. Sa, not sa, not sa, sa, sa. Practice it a few times. Sa. Qul ammacha sa. قل عمخ عسى قل عمخ عسى Nifla earth Nifla earth. This aleph is pronounced as a glottal stop because there is a vowel that belongs to it, the holam over the top on the left belongs to the aleph, so you know to pronounce it as a glottal stop and not silent. Nifla earth and not nifla earth, not nifla earth. Nifla earth, Nifla earth. Vayomer hinne anochi kereth berith negev kol ammecha asa Nifla earth. Asher le nivra'u v'chol ha'aras. Nivra'u, not nivru. If you said nivru, you just delete the aleph and put the vav right next to the resh, and you should remove the shava under the resh. So not nivru. A lot of even fluent modern Hebrew speakers say nivru. It's wrong. That changes the tradition, the authoritative tradition of the Hebrew language and the people of Israel. Niv re'u. If you have two shavas in a row, the first shava is silent, meaning it's not a short vowel, it's no vowel, the absence of a vowel. Niv, niv, not nivet, but niv, because it's the first shava of two shavas, one after another, two shavas in a row. So the first shava is a silent shava, no vowel. Niv. There is a vowel here, but that's not the shava. The shava is representing the absence of a vowel in this case. Niv. And then the second shava, when you have two shavas in a row, the second shava is a sounded shava. So it's a vowel, but it's a short vowel. Re, not re, but re. Nivre, nivre, nivre. And then u. So not nivru, but nivre, nivre u, nivre u. Le nivre u. V'chol ha'aras. V'chol hagoyim. 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 There's a vowel associated with the yud, and that tells you this yud is not merely an e vowel, but that the yud is pronounced as a consonant, y, plus the e vowel. Anytime yud appears and there's a vowel that belongs to it, you know that that yud should be pronounced as a y consonant and not merely as an e. Many people mispronounce this as goyim, goyim. It's not goyim, it's goyim, goyim. There's a y there. Goyim. Hagoyim. Wera'ah. Wera'ah. And this is just one of many cases where the difference between aleph and ayn is important. If you don't pronounce aleph and ayn the same, then there's no difference between the word ra'ah, he saw, and ra'ah, she was wicked. Ra'ah khol ha'am asher ata vaqir b vaqir b vaqir b ath ma ase, three distinct syllables, ase, and not mase. That's simply wrong. It's indisputably wrong. Ma'ase. If you want it to be ma'ase, you erase one of these vowels and also erase the ayn. It shouldn't be there. But that's not the case. That's not the tradition of Israel. Adonai ki nera hu. And the problem is not that if someone struggles to make the sound, no one can do everything. Nobody. The problem is the acceptance of a norm, indifference, and then not merely an indifference, but an indifference for not correctly reading Hebrew, which has degenerated into not merely an indifference, but to an intolerance of people who read Hebrew correctly. And then a delusional imagining that the corruption of the pronunciation of Hebrew is actually correct, is actually the authoritative in the way that it should be read. And it's the opposite. And it makes the Jewish people look foolish to people who come from outside of the Jewish world and are trying to learn the language, and they see all these contradictions that are honestly absurd to an objective observer. But that's distinct from someone who knows it should be a certain way, but they're struggling to, they admit that they have difficulty pronouncing it. That's an entirely different thing. There's a difference between someone who is an native English speaker trying to learn Spanish, and he knows that Spanish is pronounced one way, but he keeps making his American R or some other very American sounding accent when he speaks Spanish. He knows it's wrong, but he doesn't go around telling everybody who speaks Spanish that they're pronouncing it wrong and they need to change their proper Spanish pronunciation to an American accent. That's an entirely different mentality. Ma'ase and not maise. Ma'ase Adonai ki nera hu asher ani عسى عماخ ورأى خل عام أشر عطا وقرب أث ما عسى أذنوي كي نرى هو أشر أني عسى عماخ. From the beginning. ويامرهن آنخي كرث بريث ناغذ كل عمخو عساني فلؤث عشر لا نيفرقو وخولها آرس وخولها قايم ورقا خولها عام عشر عطاب وقربة أثما عسى أذنوي كي نرى هو عشر أني عسى عماخ. شمار لخا اث عشر آنخي first syllable accented آنخي مصبخا the dot in the letter vav here, wall, is not a shuruk. It's not an u sound. the way you know that is that there's another vowel associated with it. Okay? A shuru, when the vav has a dot in it and it's just an u, the dot inside the vav in such a case when vav is only an u will be the only vowel belonging to the vav. But if you see a dot in a vav and some other vowel above or below it, then in that case, the dot in the vav is a regular dagesh, and it's just telling you to double the sound, the consonant sound. So in that case, such as we have here, the dot in the vav is not a vowel, it's just a regular dagesh, telling you to emphasize the consonant sound. So instead of masawakha, it's masawwakha, masawwa. You hold the W sound a little bit longer. Or in modern standardized pronunciation, it's telling you instead of matzavcha, it's masavvakha, matzavvakha, masawwakha, masawwakha. Hayyam, hayyam. Again, you have a dagesh in the yud. So not just hayyam, but hayyam. You hold down the yud a little bit. Hayyam. Hini, hini. Resh, resh. ميباناخا ميباناخا أث ها أمري ها أمري ها أمري وهكنا عني وهكنا عني وهكنا عني. No, the shwa here is sounded. There's a dagesh in the letter above it. وهكنا عني وها حيتي وها حيتي وها بريزي وها بريزي وها حبوي وها حبوي وها حبوي. Dagesh in the vav, as we mentioned in masawwacha, this dagesh in the wall is just telling you to elongate the consonant sound of the wall a little bit. Wahahiwi instead of wahahiwi. Wahaivusi. Wahaivusi. Shamar lecha. Es asher anochi masawwacha hayyam. Hinini ghirish mipanacha. Es ha amuri wahakana ani. Wahahiti wahaparizi. Wahahiwi. Wahaivusi. One more time. Shamar lecha. Es asher anochi masawwacha hayyam. هینی غرش میپناخا اثها اموری و هکنا عنی و ها حیتی و ها پریزی و ها حیوی و های بوسی. Next pasuk, next verse. Hishomer lecha, Hishomer lecha, dagesh in the shin. Hishomer lecha. I'm accenting it wrong. Hishomer, Hishomer, Hishomer. There's a ta'am under the second syllable. Hishomer, Hishomer lecha. Hishomer lecha pen tichreth berith leyoshev ha'aras. Hishomer lecha pen tichreth berith leyoshev ha'aras. Asher ata ba علاها pen yeh المقاش قرباخا قرباخا هشامر لخا pen تخرف بريث ليشاف هآرس هشامر لخا pen تخرف بريث ليشاف هآرس هشامر لخا pen تخرف بريث ليشاف هآرس أشر أتا با علاها أشر أتا با علاها أشر أتابا علاها كان يهيا لمقش أقرباخا كان يهيا لمقش أقرباخا. One more time. الشامر لخا بنتخرث بريث ليشيل هقارس أشر أتابا علاها كان يهيا لمقش أقرباخا.